Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm thinking by now most of you have heard about the newest drama on Twitch between Alinity and her cat. If not, I'll explain in a second, but I wanted to wait a couple days before making this video just to see if Twitch was actually gonna do anything about the situation or not. I didn't really expect them to, but I wanted to at least give them a chance to do the right thing. But as of the 23rd, which is when I'm making this video, they haven't even addressed the situation, let alone actually given out any punishment for it, which is disappointing, but at the same time not surprising. So that being said, let me just catch everyone up real quick if you are not aware of what happened. So as you may or may not know, Alinity is a very popular female streamer on Twitch. She has almost 900,000 followers despite not really being good at the game and not really being funny or anything like that. So I guess you guys could probably figure out where all of these followers came from, why people might be interested in watching her content. Now, she's definitely no stranger to drama. She's had plenty of drama in the past. I think probably the biggest one was when she had the whole copy strike PewDiePie incident.
I just feel like they win over me, okay? And they're not gonna win over me. Stupid Twitch thoughts. No.
Seriously? He just said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy. Just for that word. Gonna copy strike him. Yo! Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video? Like right now?
But that wasn't even the worst one. That was the biggest one, but I think the worst one was when she admitted on stream that she basically just married this guy for Canadian citizenship and then divorced him.
You don't want to be a doctor in Colombia. It sucks. Like, you don't make any money. You work a lot. So I was like, no, hell no. So I married a Canadian and I came to Canada. And then I divorced him.
Now, I'm not a legal expert or anything, but I don't think you're allowed to do that. So as you can see, she's pretty stupid with the things that she does and says on stream. Definitely not a lot of intelligence in these streams. And that leads us to the newest highlight of hers, where she had two very interesting interactions with her cat. The first one here, she throws the cat over her head.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that the cat is okay. However, I don't think that makes her actions okay, right? I just want to put this out here as something to consider. She's doing these things on stream in front of thousands of people. So that means that she sees absolutely nothing wrong with this behavior, right? So just imagine what type of behavior she might be participating in off stream, right? When no one's watching. Because when you're on stream, you're on your best behavior because you're trying not to make any mistakes. You know, you could really get in some serious trouble, whether that be with Twitch or, you know, something actually serious like legal trouble, stuff like that. So I just have to wonder, if this is her best behavior, what might happen when she's not on her best behavior? Just something to think about. Now, this second interaction is even more concerning, right? She decides to give the cat a little bit of alcohol. Now, this is a much more serious clip because alcohol is toxic to animals and it can be fatal. Their bodies just aren't made for it. They cannot handle it. Like, this is just something that I don't understand, man. I don't have any cats, okay? I have 2 dogs and I just couldn't ever imagine in my life, like, giving them some alcohol. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And I also wouldn't be throwing them over my head either, although, you know, that's a little bit different. But basically, based on these 2 clips and her previous actions and some other lesser clips as well, the entire gaming community as a whole has been very vocal about this situation. For 2 reasons, I think. Actually, for 3 reasons. Number 1, because it has to do with animals, and we all love animals. Number 2, a lot of people already don't like her because of her previous actions and, what she's already done, which is pretty fair criticism. And number 3, because Twitch is protecting her for whatever reason. I think we all know the reason, but they're showing a lot of favoritism and hypocrisy towards her situation, which we will get into in a minute. But just to show how much this has actually blown up, PETA actually acknowledged it. They asked Twitch to ban her, and it currently has over 25,000 retweets and 100,000 favorites, so pretty viral tweet. And she lives in Canada, as you guys may remember from the divorce clip, and the local animal cruelty organization has actually addressed the situation as well. They tweeted out that they are investigating what happened. It's getting pretty serious, right? This isn't just a minor situation anymore. And yet, despite all of this attention, we still have no statement from Twitch. The best that we got was a statement from DJ Wheat, who is the director of creator development at Twitch, which sounds pretty important. I don't really know who he is, but even he said that he would like to see a ban for this situation. However, it's not under his control. So if you ask me, it's getting a little strange at this point that even some of the higher ups in the company want to see this girl banned, yet Twitch won't even address it, let alone actually ban her. So pretty much the only conclusion I am left to draw from this situation is that Alinity, as a female, is living on recruit difficulty, and I actually have a perfect example here to prove it. So here is a clip of a male streamer showing the chat his new pet catfish.
He hasn't been out of the water in a while, but he's still doing fine. Oh! Oh!
Twitch actually banned this guy for animal cruelty, and honestly, what he did is not even as close to as bad as what Alinity did, especially considering the vodka clip, yet she has got no punishment at all, right? So we literally have precedent right here of Twitch banning people over animal cruelty. However, these rules seem to not apply to Alinity, and the crazy part about all of it is she knows it. Don't worry guys, I'm fine. I spoke to someone at Twitch today and I'm not getting banned, but people who have been harassing me might be. So not only is Twitch not banning her, in fact they are trying to protect her by looking into banning everyone else who is quote unquote harassing her. By the way, it's not harassment when you actually did something wrong. I feel like I'm being trolled, man. I feel like this is just a joke. Like there's no way they're actually doing that. I couldn't make up a more ridiculous story than this, man. Like at this point, there's really no other explanation, right? She said she had a conversation with someone at Twitch. I don't know who's in charge of handing out bans or whatever, whether it's the admins or the moderators, whoever these people are, but it's pretty clear at this point they have a bias towards female streamers, and there's no other explanation for that bias other than they are a bunch of, white knight virgins. Like, I don't know how else to, say it. I've seen a lot of people make this same, assumption over the last few days. Oh, she definitely letting the admins hit. They running a train on her at TwitchCon, that type of stuff. I don't think so, man. I don't think she even has to go that far. I think you guys are underestimating just how pathetic these people might be. I mean, all it really takes is for her to acknowledge their existence on this planet, and that's good enough. I mean, just think about it, right? Just think about all these people that make ridiculous donations to her, right? All she has to do is acknowledge them. Oh my God, thank you so much. I sit alone at lunch 67 for the $500 donation. Oh my God, guys, he is our biggest D of the day. And guess what? I sit alone at lunch. This donation has moved you up to 3rd place on my all-time donation leaderboards. Thank you so much. I love you. That's it. That's all it took, man. That that 28 seconds of her talking to I Sit Alone at Lunch 64, that just made that dude's day. So I mean, it's the same thing whenever she messes up on stream, you know, she just slides into the admin's DMs or whatever. Hey, Virgin Admin 41, I had a little oopsie on stream today, you know, I hope you don't mind, but I accidentally punched my cat in the face and he died, but I didn't mean to, you know, the game just had me really excited and, you know, I just made a mistake. I hope you can forgive me. Oh, sure thing, Alinity. I'll handle this. Thanks for coming to me first. I'm so happy that you trust me. Oh, no problem, Virgin Admin 41. You're my best friend in the whole entire world. I love you so much. And then Virgin Admin 41 hits up the group chat. Oh my god, guys, look. Alinity said she loves me, guys. Oh my god. I'm in there, guys. Look, she loves me. Like, that's a pretty accurate representation of how this went down. Everything we've seen so far pretty much confirms what we all, I think, kind of thought already. But it's nice, I think, to finally have some evidence of it blatantly happening. You know, it feels good to be validated, you know? I was right the whole time, man. Females out here living on recruit difficulty. So with that being said, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, there's nothing we can do, clearly. If the situation like this can't get a ban, then I don't think anything's getting a ban, man. You'd have to, like, kill somebody on stream. I don't know. At that point, you know, maybe they'd ban you. Even then, I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.